there, and welcome to Neophyte.tv, the technology show for the not-so-geeky. I'm Tiffany Young.
And I'm Ben Friedman. And not a lot of people realize this, but we are sitting in a studio. And we have 4 incredibly big, hot, softbox lights on us.
Soft light boxes.
Soft light boxes, softbox lights. They're lights with soft boxes on them that make the lights soft so we don't have huge shadows.
Oh, kind of like that picture that you take when you're looking in the sun. And you're
Sun?
Sun.
That's right.
And you're all squinty.
Yeah, so we
you
don't.
got wrinkles that you never
these are
thought you
powerful
had.
lights, but because they're soft, we're not squinting, and it doesn't create big shadows and everything. And that's good. But the problem with these lights is A, they're expensive, they're huge to try to port around, and they are hot. They get really hot in the summertime. We got to keep the AC cranked up in here, and even with the AC on, these lights get very, very warm. So there's a new revolution in lights now coming where they use LEDs. Now, have you seen the new LED flashlights you can get?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where instead of the bulb, there's LEDs. Some cars now, I think, use LEDs instead of lights, even in their headlights. So you can get these really powerful, and the great things about LEDs is they use less power, and they stay cool.
Is that what's the difference between LED and halogen lights?
Well, halogen is still an incandescent bulb that uses a wire.
I see.
But they have a gas inside them, a halogen gas that creates a brighter, whiter light.
I see. Okay.
Inside
Thank
there.
you for sharing.
LED is a whole different technology. LED is these small little completely sealed things. If you drop them, they don't break because they're sealed, so there's no glass. They're made of plastic.
Very cool.
Much more durable. So I have a couple of lights here that were sent to me by the good folks at Zylight. Now, these are professional lights. These are for people who do videography, like wedding videography, or when I say professional, I mean, I don't mean that they're out of the range of normal people, because if you want to really add to the quality of your videos at home, a good on-camera light is very important. But they're not cheap. This is like $600. This is about $800.
So can you actually put this on top of a regular camcorder?
That's right. So you'll notice here, and I've got it sitting on a stand, but this just goes on top of your little camcorder shoe.
So your handy cam, your family.
Cam, that's right, down there. And these will run off of battery power as well. This is the 50, and this is the 90, which is the bigger one of the two, and I have this on a stand here.
Wow.
But these put out, for the size, I mean, first of all, look how small they are. I won't turn them on you, but you can see they're really small. They're very, very light, small and light. I mean, you can see compared to the ones we've got on here, these are very small and light, and they put out a ton of power. So I'm going to turn this on here. Okay.
Oh, right. It's like a blue. Oh, I see. You can do blue light. You can do green light.
Well, this is the other thing, is that most lights, so here it is, and first of all.
So look how bright that looks there.
Yeah, it's really bright. If I turn it on you here, you can see, look at the camera here, and you can see there's a lot of bright, but I can dim it. It's dimmable on the back here.
I can't even see, well.
No, you don't want to look straight at it.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can make it dimmer and brighter now.
Well, do I look better in blue light or green light?
Well, you look better in white light. Now, but it's a good question.
Blue light, please.
Lighting is very important.
This side and blue light. Okay.
Lighting is very important because if you are shooting indoors, you need to have what's called tungsten or yellow light, which is what you're seeing here. But if you were shooting outdoors and wanted to fill your face in, you need something that matches sunlight. There's 2 different colors of light. There's indoor lighting and outdoor lighting.
Sure.
Now, if we have these lights, we want to do an outdoor shoot, I have to put a gel in front of them to make them match the sun, to make them match. But the problem with gels is that reduces the amount of light that comes out. So you need a bigger light and then a gel in front of it to get that. But with these, because they're LEDs, they actually can change color.
Cool.
So this is the indoor light setting, but if I hit outdoor, you see how that changes? Look, there's the yellow light, which is what we need, and I'll shine this on you just a little bit. But for outdoors, don't look at me. Look at the screen. You're going to blind yourself.
I just did blind myself again.
So here we are with blue light for outdoors, but I hit a button, and I'm back to yellow light for indoors.
Yeah.
Blue light, yellow light.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Very cool.
So it's really cool. Now you can actually paint all different kinds of colors. If I take it into color mode.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What do you put it on if it's nighttime outside?
Nighttime outside, what you want to do is match your other lights. So if it's your only light, it doesn't matter. But if you're using other lights, like not street lights, but housing lights, you want to put it on the tungsten, the yellow light setting.
I see. Cool.
The only time you need to be on blue light is when you're matching sun.
I see.
The sun is actually a blue light. Now our eyes are so fantastic that it doesn't notice that. But you'll notice here, by the way, that I now have
the disco light,
a pink light, and I can actually make this. If I want to do some specific color, I'll turn this down a little bit. If I want to do some specific color, I can actually hold this over here, and now I've got purple and blue. So if I want to use it for an effect, if I want to like shine it on something, like if I want to add some blue to our backlight here, see how I'm adding in some blue back there?
Oh, I see.
Yeah. If I want a different effect here, I can turn it over here, and now I'm adding green. Okay.
Boy, you can make some funny faces if you hold it under your chin at night.
Yes. Okay. So very, very cool. But then with a push of a button, boom, I'm back to tungsten and daylight, which is where you need to be. So I was using this a couple weeks ago on a shoot, and it was just so great to be able to instantly switch back and forth.
Right.
Now, there's one other really super cool feature, as well as being cool. And by the way, this has been on for 5 minutes. Go ahead and touch that.
Oh, it's cool.
It's cool.
Wow.
It's amazingly cool. The other cool thing between these two is they will talk to each other wirelessly.
Wow,
I know.
they
So
communicate.
what I'm going to do is, you can turn this on. Here it is, turn it on. I'm going to put this into wireless mode here. And there it is. Now, what's cool in wireless mode is if I switch this one to, first of all, if I switch this one off, it turns them both off.
Oh,
so I
see.
can have 3 of these on tripods around the studio. And when I turn one on, they all turn on. If I dim one, they both dim. Isn't that amazing? If I go from daylight to tungsten, they both change.
Now, is that, you can't do anything besides match the actions on this one? Like,
That's
for example,
right, they match.
if you want this one a little dimmer, but that one a little brighter, you have to manually do the adjustment.
Then you would manually do the adjustment.
And take it off
but if you want them to match each other, so that, I can now, what I can do is a typical pointing, I'm in tungsten mode here. So in a normal situation, I have one light on you over here. Like so.
I'll look away again.
Yeah, look at the screen. One light on you here.
I'm telling you,
like
those lights are bright.
They are very bright. One light on you like this, and if I need to turn them both up, I can just do this.
Okay.
And if I turn them, and it's too bright, obviously, because we already have these lights on. If I want to turn them both down, I can do this. So the ability to control one wirelessly, again, it just saves you so much time. I can turn them on and off. And again, stays cool. So I can grab this and pick it up. This one I usually stick on a tripod like so.
Wow.
So this is really cool. I take one on a tripod. This one goes on top of my camera, and I can be mobile. I can be walking around, and then if I need to dim them, I can dim them. So it's just a great way to be able to dim them, and if I want to turn them off at the end of the shoot, I turn this off, that one turns off too.
Do you think that all the lighting is pretty much going to go to this new technology?
I think it is, and I think Zylight here is leading the way.
Right.
It's not cheap, $800, $600, but if you are anyone who's doing videography on a serious, either a prosumer or a professional level, it's smaller, lighter, cooler to the touch, and this wireless mode is very cool.
But still, and even if you do want to get for a family, you want to just add this to your camcorder. I mean, a little more expensive than most, but imagine the quality that video lasts a lifetime. You know what I mean? You can't ever retake the video again. It's a moment in time. So
that's Zylight. Go check them out at, I think it's zylight.com. And these are fantastic lights for people who need lighting.
I'm still seeing spots right now.
I know, they're bright. They're super bright for the size that they are.
But they're nice.
They're shockingly bright.
Really nice. Really nice.
And we'll be right back in just a second, so stay tuned.
We're able to take a look at the figures for next week's presentation.
I don't really know what you just said, but I don't know what you said.
I sent the presentation on the spreadsheet for next week's presentation.
The newest iPods, including the new iPod Classic, which tops out at 160 megabytes, and the new iPod Touch, which is just like the... Hi there, I'm Ben Friedman from Neophyte.tv, and for the best sound for your podcasts or office communications, check out the microphones at revolabs.com. And we're back at Neophyte.tv, and in the second spotlight today, we're looking at this, which is a device by Swann Security Products, I think it is, or Swann, it's Swann.
Okay.
With 2 N's. I think they're an Australian-based company that does observation and security. And this is a really cool little guy. It looks like one of those alarm infrared things, right?
It's like one of those things you plug into your bathroom, to have a light at night? A night light.
A night light?
Yeah.
Or
one of those scent things, yeah.
Okay, it's not. So what it is do you have the security system in your house?
People won't know what it is when they see it.
That's right. So what this is a digital camera that takes pictures. I don't know if you can see, there's a little hole in the front here. It takes pictures through this little thing in here.
Oh, yeah.
And so you mount this on your wall, you turn it on, and there's a card, an SD card inside right here, like so. And you turn it on, and it will wait for motion, and then when it sees motion, it will start taking pictures, and it takes a bunch of pictures while the motion is going on. Like every half a second, it'll take a photo. Yeah. So you have to plug it into some sort of power. Either you plug it into the wall, or you can plug it in. It comes with this little 9-volt battery adapter, but as you can see, it's a little bit flaky. Might
A little
not plug
what?
in. Flaky.
Flaky.
I mean, it would be nice if the battery went inside.
Oh.
It only lasts about 7 or 8 hours on a battery.
Okay.
So you really, for any sort of permanent installation,
Needs to be wired.
Needs to be wired. So I'm going to turn it on here. And right now what it's doing is waiting for motion and then taking pictures. So wave your hands there and see the little light comes on? There, and that's it.
Give
taking
me
a
all your
picture.
money.
So the whole goal here is to take this, and it's probably staring right into our light over there. Let's take a picture. I'm going to turn it around this way, and we'll get it to take a picture of the studio.
When the light goes on, it's actually taking the photo?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so quiet.
No, it makes no noise at all. It's absolutely silent. So here we are, and we're
Wow,
taking
so people
pictures
have
of the
no idea
studio.
what it's doing.
That's right. Hopefully there's enough motion there that it'll go on. So it'll just sit there, and this is great. Like if you have a nanny cam,
I was just thinking
or
that.
if you have people babysitting your home or anything like that. I mean, you don't even notice it. It looks just like an alarm.
Or an air freshener.
Or an air freshener. Yeah. I mean, my alarms in my house look just like this.
Yeah.
And it just sits there. And it
I
takes,
could just imagine, Ben, you probably have your house so wired, nobody can get away with anything around.
That's right. So, and we'll put up a couple of the pictures
Poor
that it's
kids.
taken here so you can see
When
what it
Allie and
looks like.
Cassie grow up, they're going to be like, Dad, how did you know that? I don't know.
So this guy is about $130,
Yeah.
I think. And then, so when you're done, you turn it off.
Okay.
Click. You pop this card out, stick it in your computer, or you can hook it up by USB.
Gosh,
And away you go.
get a lot of people in trouble with that thing.
And there's all your pictures. Where else could
What'd you say you did at lunch today, honey? Just kidding.
Well, that's right. And the nice thing about it is, unlike, it's not a webcam, so you don't have to worry about logging over the internet.
Sure.
It doesn't record all the time, only when there's motion. So you're not going to be having to hunt through hours and hours of pictures to find where somebody finally moved.
What kind of resolution are the photos?
I think it's 640 by 480. So
Okay.
it's not high.
And
I'll put them up on the screen so you can see them.
Oh, good. Okay. Very good. Cool. Scary. Better not do anything naughty.
That is the Swann Digital Private Eye. If you have a room that you need to monitor, nanny cam, you got contractors working on your house or something, and you have to go out for a bit, you can record them.
Wow.
You can sit,
And every half a second. So it's almost like full-on video.
It's like that. I mean, but it's not quite video. But
And how many this is 128.
so this is a tiny, dinky little
Right.
card. But if you get like a 1 gig card, it'll store like 4,000 photos.
Oh
Because
my
they're tiny. They're only
gosh.
they're only 20 or 30K each.
Right.
They're very small.
Very neat. I
Yeah,
like
so you
it.
plug a big card in, and you can get days worth of photos on there.
No service agreement required.
That's right. Completely standalone.
Yeah.
The only problem is it does run out of batteries, so you'll need to hook it up to power.
Yeah.
And
Nice product.
that's all the time we have for this week. But if you would go to our website and tell us where you would put a digital private eye from Swann. And let
Or
us
if you
know.
happen to install it and would like to share a story.
Yeah, or if
we'd
you
love
have
to hear
some
it.
photos that you took of somebody doing something compromising whilst under the watchful eye.
We'll be more than happy to embarrass them on our show.
Exactly. And so send us those pictures. And send us some comments and visit us. Did I mention the website? www.neo-fight.tv. That's where you can leave us comments.
Absolutely.
Send us suggestions or just generally hurl insults.
Thanks so much for watching.
We'll see you next week. And if you happen to have an extra 30 seconds, take a look at this.
Hey, I'm Andy Walker. Have you just bought a new computer with Windows Vista on it? Or maybe you've got an old XP computer that you're upgraded. Well, we've just created an amazing new DVD. It'll teach you everything you need to know about the new operating system from Microsoft. It's called Getting Started with Windows Vista. In this DVD, there are 3 sections. One is out of the box, what you need to do as soon as you start up Vista. Number 2 is Vista Essentials, things you need to know every day to make your computer experience amazing. Antivirus, security, all kinds of new features that Vista offers. And finally, geek tips and tricks, things you need to know that nobody else will have told you to make you a Vista guru. For more information, check out our website at gettingstartedvideo.com.